one.
Yeah.
When's the last time it was just me and you?
Me and you, baby. Back in the old days in the basement.
Is this the first one from this studio? No, we did one.
No, we probably. I don't know.
Well, we've had Nick freak out over the Leafs before, and go in
yeah.
there.
Sometimes he has to go on that sabbatical.
Yeah, it's just the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, it's just during till they lose.
Yeah, he's like Jalen Hurts. He has a scheduling conflict today.
And you know what? That's good for him because he wouldn't be able to focus on what we're about to talk about today, and it's all Leaf brain.
He couldn't even do that on Thursday during the draft.
He probably no.
Yeah, we went to Nico's and we were first round, and before the game, he's Nick. I mean, he's afraid to ask for anything. So like he's watching the game on his phone at Nico's. Yeah. All the TVs there's like all draft everything, and then there's like 2 TVs that have like an old NFL game on, like from like earlier last year, and literally like
the Leafs game on?
He wouldn't ask. He's like, no, it's okay. I watched on my phone. We're like, dude, why? Like, I'm sure no one's gonna care. And then as we're leaving, Tyler, he's like, hey, ma'am, can you switch this to the Maple Leafs game? It's on ESPN2. She's like, oh, no problem. But after the Browns pick, when the Browns pick, we have to switch it.
Yeah.
So she puts it on. He gets like 60 seconds in. So somebody's like, what the hell is this doing up here?
What the hell is this doing up here?
Like across the bar. And then he wants something else on. And then the TVs are connected. So it immediately goes back to the draft. But the whole time we're just like, all right, we're on the clock. Nick's like, yeah, who cares? Come on, fucking Marner. Fucking Pat.
Dude, that was funny because like when we went to the Guardians game, we were watching the Leafs game halfway through. The Guardian, we were watching both. He had it on his phone on the standing. We had the standing tickets, and there's a rail there. Yeah. He had his phone balancing on that, and like we're watching the Leafs, we're watching the game, and like the Indians, we hit that we scored. We were rallying back because we were down like 3-0.
This was last
or 2-0.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Yeah, we were down 2-0, and we started coming back, and then the Leafs scored, and like the momentum of us scoring and then the Leafs scoring, it was impeccable.
So Nick just keeps going places
to watch the game on his phone. He's probably at his dad's house watching the game on his phone.
His dad has on Sopranos, and he's like, I came over here to watch the Leafs, man.
Yeah.
That's I forgot about that. So, I mean, there's a lot to talk about. You had the Indians game Guardians game. I mean, it's been 3 years. I should probably figure that out by now.
Right.
And you're wearing a Guardians. I'm literally looking at the word Guardians.
Guardians hat.
But they'll always be the top.
It was a fun time. We got pretty drunk, but it was fun.
Yeah, well, I caught you guys as you were leaving, and you guys already seemed a little buttered up.
Oh yeah, we were buttered up here.
What'd you end up doing? Did you do any famous bars around?
No, we went
area?
to the Thirsty Parrot.
I mean, that's just a staple.
That's the staple. It's right there.
I saw my 21st birthday.
Oh yeah,
was the first bar. This is a great endorsement for them if they're listening. I was turning 21 in 3 hours, and a few of our friends were there, and the bouncer was like, hey, just have your friends order the drinks. Happy birthday, buddy.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They see that's a good guy. Guy probably got fired now, but
yeah, I hope he's running the place now.
I hope he's the owner.
He is the guy he's the face of Thirsty Parrot, and I've always had a love for them because of that moment.
Yeah, and it's always like the vibe's immaculate there. You got the big back deck, even like
the fireworks after the game.
It's it's a great spot. I think that place Wilbur's next to it closed. Or they're getting remodeled. But they used to have the cheapest beers there.
Oh yeah, that place was
the shit. I mean, it didn't look
that little area. I mean, and then we have East Fourth coming up with the Dora Cups next or this summer.
Even like look at the fucking flats now. The flats are insane.
Dude, the flats are the if I have somebody from out of town, I'd take him to the flats.
Yeah, for sure. I like Alley Cat, one of my favorite restaurants down there. Just amazing, impeccable food. We had that Cavs event at that Welcome to the Farm place.
Mm-hmm.
That place is sweet.
I'm not a big fan of the country music, but I do like the vibe.
I mean, I like old country. I hate country now, but like that. It was a cool vibe. The place upstairs is called High Five or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. That place is cool. Got a great view.
That whole section of the Glamper.
Glamper.
The season. Yeah, and then you have the Christmas bar.
Yeah.
But we're not here to glaze over that.
No.
Cleveland bars.
Fuck
Before
that.
we get into, I mean, the obvious thing to talk about is the draft recap. And
Yeah.
before we go any further, my dad wanted to give you your props for picking on Mason Graham months before anybody had been on that.
Thank you, Jim.
Safest pick in the draft, he
It
said,
is the safest pick in the draft.
I agree.
And I'm glad we got him.
Yes, sir.
And like so many people are we do have loyal fans, right? Obviously, we know a lot of them. We're one of them. We're loyal fans. But we also have like the bitchiest like fan base ever. I know we've been through a lot of shit, but can you just be positive and
this is the
roll?
time.
This is for the future. We're not gonna win. We're not gonna be good next season.
Yeah.
We're gonna be fun to watch. I think we're gonna be so fucking fun to watch.
Yeah.
But we just have the bitchiest fans, and we need to have some fucking pride, man.
This is the best time to be a fan. It is. We're on the we couldn't be worse.
We get
we
two Christmases a year.
We could have been one pick worse. This is the time where you get excited for the team. No matter, you could talk yourself. All you have to do is Google highlights or YouTube highlights for any pick you got, and you could talk yourself into it.
I'm like
you
a
get
kid.
one guy in a suit telling you this guy is good. You know, I mean, they're not all good. They're never all good. Most of them are awful. But you get yourself to talk. You don't have any game tape on the guy other than the 3 minutes you're gonna spend, 30 seconds of highlight. You're gonna watch 3 or 4 plays, and you get to be like, yeah, he could do that.
Yeah.
That Fannin pick.
Oh.
That play against.
my God.
You even know the play I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
he's just like that kid is. Oh,
he could be terrible.
he's not.
I don't think so. He's so young and
Dude, they're comparing him to fucking Antonio Gates. I love it.
He did a lot against some really good teams.
Look at Penn State, fucking OU, not Ohio, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I can't think of the other SEC team, but he's played top competition.
Yes.
He's 20.
Yeah.
He's 20. He can't even drink.
Well, unless he goes to Thirsty Parrot a few hours before his 21st birthday.
Well, I hope he does. Every Ohio kid. And he's an Ohio kid.
Yeah.
Born and bred,
love
dude.
it. I love it.
God damn.
Bring him home.
I mean, even let's talk about the picks that we got. Like, I love that Carson Schlesinger pick. Like, just a hard nosed middle linebacker. He's gonna clean up some tackles from the defensive line. He can fucking blitz.
That's my favorite part about him.
He can drop in coverage.
Yeah, that's him being
From being a walk on.
And hey, him being a Big Ten linebacker who's the best blitzer. It's not like he's coming from a conference like. You know, you could say that if Mac or Mountain West, like Janty.
Sun
Don't
Belt.
let me get into it. Yeah, Sun Belt. Like, yeah, the thing with, I mean, if you say the same thing about Fannin, all you have to do is point to the tape where he plays real competition. Schlesinger played Big Ten conference all year and was the best rated inside linebacker at blitzing. Perfect for just following Mason Graham up the.
Cleaning up them holes with Miles, pressuring the guy. The other guy's gonna run here. Linebacker gonna eat you up.
The plan is perfect. Like
we got nothing but torpedoes on our team.
Yeah, that great. How do we come up with a nickname like the Cleveland Torpedoes?
I don't know. Sounds kind of gay.
Yeah,
sounds like some kind of like poop move that you do.
Yeah,
you know, like a Cleveland steamer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you the old Cleveland torpedo. I'm gonna try that one tonight and see how it works with my woman.
Cleveland Torpedo sounds like a Turkish bathhouse, like down in the Polish village. Hey,
shit.
I caught this motherfucker at the Cleveland Torpedo last night. I was at the bar next door.
What is it? Isn't it Toledo Torpedoes?
Yeah.
Or Toledo Rockets?
No, there's a Torpedoes in Ohio somewhere. I can't remember where.
Toledo Rockets, though. That's it. Toledo Torpedo sounds better.
That Toledo Torpedoes sounds like a Mexican.
Sounds like a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
nothing to do with Mexican.
It's just a signature dish of the Toledo Torpedoes. It's a signature Mexican dish of a whitewashed Mexican restaurant. Yeah. A guy who's
yellow
like
cheese, lettuce, tomatoes.
A guy. It's like it's
beef.
ran by a guy whose dad like married a Latina woman, and her brother had a business, and he
like
just went
she doesn't
into
speak like a lick of English at all either.
No, that used to be it, but now it's like run by the Suns. So
Oh, yeah.
and they don't. They're completely Americanized
Yeah.
white boys.
Hey,
Married,
Dad.
yeah, married a German woman, and the
Married
kids,
a German woman.
yeah, and the kids are just addicted to
Just
their
fucking
tablets.
something.
Yeah, no, they're young enough. They're young enough.
They're young enough.
But come on down to Toledo Torpedoes.
That kind of sounds good.
Yeah,
I'd
I
eat
would
there.
get.
Yeah,
No,
I'm on
actually,
my
that's
way.
just. Can I get a Toledo torpedo? Say that three times fast.
Could be
I-
a song.
I get the hate. I mean, we were at Nico's and Nick wasn't paying attention, but when they traded the pick, boos all around. Just everybody. Everybody's consensus was just get Travis Hunter, and that could. The plan, what we have here, is perfect. It seems like a legit plan, and it can work out if the players work out. And you draft 4 of them. You hope 2 of them are Pro Bowlers, and
Yeah.
2 of them are serviceable.
Yeah.
But odds are, okay.
Or
I
a
mean,
good locker room guy.
yeah. I hate to do this, but just thoughts. If you have top 4 picks, or anybody from the draft, who's most likely to be a bust, and how? And
Out
if
of the
there's-
top 4?
Exclude Shadur because Shadur is the obvious choice for 50%
You talking about
of people.
quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Oh, quarterbacks.
No. I'm talking about the Browns draft picks.
Okay. All right.
Mason
No
Graham,
Shador.
Schlesinger. No Shador because Shador is just so polarizing. You can't have a unbiased
Gabriel?
opinion. Gabriel's the most likely to be your bust.
And I wouldn't even say a bust, but I'd say like a backup for life. I want to consider that a bust, though.
If he plays more than 6 years in the league, he's not a bust.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll. But I don't think he's going to be our guy.
I mean, fair.
Mason Graham, star, Fannin, star. Schlesinger, I'm hoping maybe he's the bust. I don't think so.
He would be the.
I
he
just
would be
worry
the
about
best
injuries.
person. He would be the. I mean, take injuries out of it.
Yeah. All right.
The best would be him to be the bust, right?
No, because if Shador is a bust,
No,
I guess we're not talking about him.
We're gonna say table Shador for his whole conversation.
Okay.
The whole different conversation with Shador. We can't even talk about Shador without bringing up like all the the narrative.
Yeah.
It's so unbiased. You could just easily just say Shador for every answer.
Yeah.
But if any of them are gonna be a bust, I would probably pick the inside middle linebacker to be the bust. I need Mason Graham to be good.
He has to be good. He has to be good.
I need one of these quarterbacks to be good. Which, I mean, we'll just move on.
Which like again, third round. There's third round guys, man, that turned out to be good.
I need one of the running backs to be good. Do we need a middle linebacker to win a Super Bowl?
No. But we need a nasty defensive line. We need Mason Graham to be good to win the Super Bowl.
If JOK is unhealthy, he becomes more needed.
But if they're both there, dude.
That's the optimistic thing.
This guy could be our Clay Matthews.
He better be.
He's got the look.
He's a first round pick. He better be.
Yeah.
He's the first pick of the second round.
Yeah.
Like he's the first. He's the first round pick by one pick. Like he needs to be good.
You know what? If like the Eagles didn't fucking pick him, I would love Jihad Campbell.
Yeah.
Jihad. Is that how you spell it? I said jihad like we're in fucking Iraq in 05, dude.
Yeah.
Jihad Campbell. I would have loved him. Another Alabama hard-nosed linebacker, man. They produce that's linebacker university.
Yeah.
C.J. Mosley, Quan Alex. Or no, did Quan go there?
I don't necessarily think that's a position that's as important anymore in today's
middle
league.
linebacker.
With teams,
I feel like you can get a safety to play that too.
Maybe with teams that like the Eagles and the NFC, But I mean, I guess, and we have Derrick Henry he has to be good against Derrick Henry. So does Mason Graham.
I feel like the last couple years with the Browns, at least our middle linebackers has always been kind of like 1 year deals, kind of old veteran linebacker, and he's just there to all right, this is it. He's just kind of making sure people are in their places, but the captain of our defense, I feel like it's got it. Like our communicator really is Ward.
Yeah.
Ward's our guy. He's doing that. So I guess you're right with the linebacker thing. Yeah, if JOK is gone, then that does become. I hope that kid turns out to be a star. But JOK does play again. We're in a good spot.
Yeah, but if
that kid's a bust.
Yeah, because you got to just think realistic. Like you could talk yourself into any pick. I mean, like I said, just go YouTube it.
We talked for like 10 minutes. You talked me into Jalen Milrow.
Yeah, and I was kind of upset when he got taken.
I was too. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, and you were adamantly against.
I was against it. I was like, no, but I kind of would have loved that pick too.
Yeah, that pick would have been.
That's just that's a sexy pick. But the bitch could turn out crazy, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we're not getting that job at 92.3.
Yeah. That's whatever. We need a podcast as the medium anyway.
Yeah, right?
Patreon. We're a 92.3 Patreon fan. You're absolutely right. That is exactly how to put it. Like, yeah, she's damn, she's fine, but she's gonna be so horrible. Like,
oh yeah, you can already tell.
Yeah, it's like it's like
in her eyes.
It's like a crowded bar at closing time, and a couple seasons down the road, the lights come on. You're feeling her like, oh damn, like, all right, I think I'm taking you home tonight, and then the bar's like, all right, closing time.
All right.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And that today is like 20 games of NFL football. And you're like, the lights. Oh shit! This is
what the?
This is not who I thought I was getting.
You wake up in the morning with a bust.
It was just 2.5 years later.
Yeah. A little too much time taken out on it,
Yeah.
But you trade him for something else.
Yeah.
Or you let him walk. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen to us. I feel like that's already happened way too many times to us. So at some point, paths change,
Mm-hmm. And it depends a lot more on the people in place to make you successful. And we picked the two quarterbacks that are basically in our system right now, like Flacco and Pickett. We picked up two guys that can mentor during camp, and
that's what I want to ask you. Who are we cutting? Because a little bit of me says Joe Flacco.
No, we didn't. I'm pretty sure he gets paid the most. So
does Kenny?
I don't think Kenny makes. No, he's a rookie. Maybe with his contract.
We did. I think we get rid of Kenny Pickett more than Joe Flacco because we just declined that 5th-year option.
Mm-hmm. We did not bring Joe Flacco back to trade him again.
No, I feel like we brought him so he can mentor these young dudes.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to.
Kenny Pickett might be more seen as like a trade piece. Just like once the team goes down, once the quarterback goes down in training camp, you can probably get a 5th again. You can probably get a 5th that's maybe 10 picks higher. I don't think it was their intention to take two quarterbacks, but when you get a guy who's ranked so high on your big board, in the 5th round, you have to take him.
Yeah, I guess you have to.
It's the same thing with the pick with Dylan Sampson.
I like that pick.
Dylan Sampson,
but I feel like
the overall conglomerate ranked him 68th overall, like drafting.
Yeah.
So that would put him in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Or no, in the middle of the 3rd round.
Yeah.
It was sitting here. It was almost the end of the 4th round.
It's like the end of the 4th round because what is it, 69 picks?
It was pick 126.
Yeah.
And he had going into the day, he was the 6th overall player in the whole draft for like Mel Kiper's big board.
Yeah.
He was top 10 with all the guys on the board.
Why'd he drop?
Start of the 4th round, and he didn't. Or start of the 3rd round, and 8 running backs went before him. Like 8 different teams just passed him up, and this is the SEC Player of the Year. Like this guy played.
Wow. So what happened?
I don't know. I think what they saw, what it is his speed isn't. He doesn't have the breakaway speed that people think he does.
Yeah.
Like Judkins. I think Judkins
They're
ran
gonna
a
be a
faster
1-2
40.
punch, dude.
I think what it is more. Sampson is a Arian Foster, Matt Forte type of receiving back who can just make one cut. Like he is very good at just one cut, get 8 yards, 9 yards. He's not gonna get you an 80-yard touchdown run.
No.
Judkins is gonna get you the 80-yard touchdown run. So it's not quite Gibbs and Montgomery, but it is a tandem where each other's weaknesses kind of cancel out. It's one full running back, and you just kind of tailor the offense to fit either one of them versus what team you want to exploit. It's gonna be it has to be coached well, and we have
I like our running back coach, Deuce Staley.
It's such a sick name too.
Such a sweet name. Call him old Double Deuce.
But the only problem with the draft the Browns have is we had 8 picks and we picked 5 positions. Like we did not get any offensive linemen, which is crazy in this draft.
We actually, I was just catching up. We got some offensive line. We got like 2 or 3 offensive linemen undrafted.
Yeah,
which is cool. I really do think our line is going to be better than we think because we were dealing with a lot of injuries last year too, and I think we got a new line coach. I believe.
Yep.
So I think we can get back to where we were. Tyler needs to be that dude. Tyler was kind of absent last year, I thought. Also, but Tonio didn't play. I didn't think the whole line didn't play great at all.
No.
So
it's also a lot to do with.
And I also think we're going to go back to hard-nosed running the football this year because, one, we don't know how the fuck these quarterbacks are going to be and who the fuck's going to play right now.
Yeah.
And I think we drafted some studs at running back, and I don't think we signed back Nick Chubb at this point.
Not yet.
I don't think so. I think it's also a business, so we got to get our feelings. Our feelings got to go out the window on that.
I think it's more so the Browns are telling them, go find your market, go find what teams are offering you, and whoever the highest bidder is, just tell us and we'll match it.
Yeah, that too. And I could see him I would love for him to be there for the young dudes.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. Give Chubb a couple runs.
No,
but Chubb, he wants to keep going. I guess
give Chubb. I would say make it 3.
I also think Sampson might be a special teams player for a little bit too.
He is the punt returner.
So I think that's why we also drafted him.
He's not.
So I could see
he's not that. He's so good. Like it's crazy. He had 500.
I watched his highlights, dude. I was giddy. I'm like, damn, this guy could fucking run. Why did he drop so far? That's what I was wondering. SA allegations.
He had 500 more yards than Judkins, I'm pretty sure. And he had 26 total touchdowns.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, Judkins had... And this is SEC Big Ten, so this is both... I mean, it's the two best... Yeah, it's the two best in football.
Conferences.
Yeah. He had 1,000 yards and 14 touchdowns with 2 receiving.
Who?
Judkins.
He had like 3 in that national championship game.
Yeah, he looked fucking... phenomenal. And I know it isn't all production and NCAA, like you can not be productive. Like Matt Castle didn't make I don't think he started in college and somehow he made the NFL.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's Nick Chubb right there.
Wow, he's ready to go. Yeah. Dylan Sampson had 22 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. And he went 2.5 rounds later than Judkins.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling a little bit. But this draft class with running backs, dude.
This draft class all over.
There's 2 running backs selected in the first round.
16.
It's rare these days.
16 of the 32 teams took linemen, both sides of the ball.
Oh yeah, a lot of linemen.
In the first round. This is the NFL now. It's the trenches. Quarterback, if you already have your quarterback, generational athlete. That's literally the only things that get picked.
You got to get your trench positions because that's where it starts. your trench positions.
That's the NFL. That's the NFL from 2015 onward. It's just been like think of every first overall pick in the NFL this in the last
Defensive end
or quarterback.
or quarterback.
Yeah, there's been a couple offensive linemen.
I feel like in every draft there's at least like one or two linemen that are in the top 10.
When is the last time
A lineman wasn't in the top 10?
No, one. No, there's always one or two receiver or running backs in the top 10 or cornerbacks, but 8 of those 10.
Cornerback, you got to be stupid good.
I mean, Travis Hunter, Denzel Ward,
yeah.
Justin Gilbert.
Shout
Shout out Justin Gilbert. We are fans here. We are Browns fans through and through. No
Jalen
disrespect
Ramsey?
to Justin Gilbert. This is just for 92.3 The Fan. We
What's
do
his
not.
name? Pat Surtain?
Yeah, I gotta look this up. NFL picks by position. NFL number 1 picks.
Oh, who won that game last night? Warriors or Houston?
Warriors won.
Damn.
Very close, dude.
Oh.
Very close. I gotta just let's work our way back. So this year was Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's actually see how many can you name in a row?
What, first round picks?
Mm-hmm. So who was before Cam Ward?
Last year. Caleb Williams.
Yeah, before that.
So it's getting dicey. I'm trying to remember that class. I don't know.
Quarterback in the NFC.
Oh, not Jaden Daniels.
No. He was he was second overall last year.
He was.
I'm gonna get a beer. You need one?
I don't know who. Yeah.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. Yeah. See, that's. Would you consider that a bust? Or he hasn't played 6 years yet. He looked better last year. All right. After Bryce Young, give me the year. At least.
Check that. The bitch just keeps on bidding.
I love it. I love it. That's a good idea, dude. That's what I don't really remember is drafts.
We have
I get so excited I forget about last year's.
so 2025 Cam Ward, then it goes Caleb Williams, Bryce Young,
Yeah.
Trayvon Walker, so defensive end.
Yeah, 44 for the Jags, right?
Yeah, so the last 3 have been quarterbacks.
And that's a bust.
That is the certified bull. You can say
That's
it.
a bust
You can
right
already
there.
say it. Anybody?
They were trying to get Myles Garrett, but they got fucking Trayvon Walker.
Yes.
Year before, who picked first?
Jacksonville.
After Trayvon Walker.
Jacksonville.
Oh, again? Oh, they had back. Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
Yes. Bengals.
Joe Burrow.
So that's 2 more quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Kyler Murray.
Browns.
Baker.
So Browns.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rams.
Rams got fucking Goff
Bucks.
in 2015.
Yeah.
Oh, Jameis Winston.
Texans.
In what?
2014.
2014. Not Deshaun Watson.
No,
he was 10.
2017.
That was 2017. And he
David
wasn't on
Clowney.
top.
So-
Oh wow.
So we're looking at since 2025. So the last 10 years before David Clowney, there has been 2 defensive ends and 8 quarterbacks as the number 1 overall pick. That's what you have in this league. You have
absolutely wild.
have those. You either has to have a team of pass rushers like the Eagles, or you have to have the quarterback. And sometimes even that's not enough. That's just enough to get to the Super Bowl, like Burrow getting the Super Bowl. You have a team like the Chiefs. They have Chris Jones. They have
Mahomes.
That team goes Super Bowl every year. All right, then you can just take the Tom Brady years, Tom Brady pass rush that just destroyed Mahomes. The only 2 times he's lost. The Bills have the quarterback, right? Who's their defense end? Von Miller? No, he's walked.
Oh, who's that other dude? Russo.
Yep.
Greg Russo or something like that. He's pretty good, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they don't have the defense.
No.
They drafted straight defense this year too.
They need it too. the Bengals, they have the quarterback. They have the defensive end.
They just drafted.
They don't have the secondary. Browns have Myles Garrett. They have the secondary. They now have Mason Graham. And now, we're 30 minutes in. We got to talk about the quarterback situation.
Yeah. So,
we're halfway through this podcast. We held this off. There's just this thing where you have so many holes, and you have so many picks that take, top end talent. You need linemen because you drafted 2 running backs.
Yeah.
You already get your quarterback, and I think this quarterback is the guy that fits in what they want to do. They want him essentially to be Russell Wilson.
This is Kevin Stefanski's young Case Keenum.
Yes.
That's
Kirk.
A career backup.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the NFC Championships year. You don't put any disrespect on Case Keenum, man.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man.
Stefanski play calling.
This kid could be like
Stefanski played call them. Yeah, was on the staff.
Yeah. That's why I think we drafted Dylan, because he just reminds him of that.
They want him to be. They want to go 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 dynamic tight ends. Jerry Jeudy on the outside for deep balls.
Yep.
And anybody on the other side they're gonna catch 40 passes, and they're gonna run the ball 30 times a game. They're gonna have Judkins running 12 to 14, Sampson running 10, and Chubb running like 7 or 8.
I love it.
And that's gonna be literally 30. We're gonna carry the ball more than anybody with the Eagles. And we get this quarterback, and I'm thinking, after the 4th round, we snag Sampson. Nick, the Leafs weren't on yet, so he was paying attention. And he literally could see. I was giddy, dude. Dude, I was just like, we got fucking Sampson.
Yeah.
I was literally going off the board. I was just rooting for it because I thought we had a running back, and I'm just scrolling 8 running backs have been taken. I was texting in the chat.
Yeah.
8 running backs have gone, and Sampson's still sitting there. I'm like, who is going to take him? I wanted to see him go somewhere where he'll actually play.
Yeah.
And then Browns take him, so I get to watch him.
You got to get the jersey.
I think I do, yeah.
I think so.
If he turns out
to a dog.
Yeah.
He upgraded dogs.
Yeah, true. And Jimmy Haslam gave him a raise.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
The NIL to...
You're just a Jimmy guy, aren't you?
No, not at all.
Oh, you don't like Flying J's?
No, I don't like. He's one of the worst owners. The Bucks are 1-12 since Jimmy took over as minority owner. He even he's screwing up Giannis's prime. He's like Jerry Jones. He cares so much, but he just is not good at it.
No, yeah, and Jerry Jones is the Cowboys GM too. So
yeah. I think Jimmy has become the same way Jerry, where he's actually sticking to a coach for a while,
I'm glad we did wait the 30 minutes to talk about Jimmy Haslam.
I know. And we brought this in as a quarterback. Now Jimmy fucking Haslam makes this. No, I say this.
It was a Jimmy pick though, for sure.
I say this because we already have the positions, and this Tennessee guy that he's already involved. He's definitely met Sampson. Before even when Sampson was 18, he met Sampson. He sees this guy getting passed over. He's like, come on. He's like, the kid's Mel Kiper's top 10. Take the kid. I love the kid. I promise you, this kid is the kid.
Yeah.
This is the guy that you want in the locker room. I love this guy. He had 22. I would be doing the same thing, but I guarantee you, Haslam made that pick when he picked it. I was like, we already took the running back that they probably wanted, and Haslam was like, yeah, and that best available is best available. I mean, it's a good strategy.
I'm not mad at the pick.
No,
I definitely. I'm excited to see come training camp. It's just got me more invested into the fucking Browns.
Perfect time. That's why you can't be negative in this time period. And before camp starts and before the reports are coming out that they look like trash, You get
You
so
want
fucking
if you
pumped.
want to start bitching to me about the Browns now, talk to me mid-season. I don't want to talk to you till then.
Yeah.
All right. But until then, let's get the positive shit going. We got a fucking team going here, you know? Kinda. Go on.
Having said that, I'm gonna be negative real quick.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm gonna be negative too.
I thought Haslam made the pick when we took Sampson, and I thought this for 40 minutes while I was watching the Cavs. I'm like, that was Haslam. That was Haslam.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what else happens. We have 2 picks left. Let's get the lineman. Let's
get a kicker.
Yeah, let's get something. Let's get something cooking. And then I knew for a fact it was Haslam making that pick. When the next pick was trade the other pick and get Shedeur, because there is no way analytically, there's no amount of reports that can show you that you could show Andrew Berry that would convince him to take 2 quarterbacks.
No, did you see that video of them in the war room after they picked them?
Yeah.
But they were saying, well, we were probably pretty tired from the week. Yeah, me too, dude.
Yeah, 3 days of just sitting in a room.
Yeah, in Berea.
Dude, you have to think that he was like, and I'm excited that because it is the meme. Just take any of them and just see if one of just keep doing it because that's the swing you have
Throw
to
shit at the wall and see what sticks. Brother.
You have to just keep making those swings.
Yeah.
You think that the Chiefs knew what they had when they drafted Patrick Mahomes? They thought they had it. They're like, this guy could turn out.
He could suck.
This is why I wanted
a quarterback from Texas Tech.
Yeah,
come
exactly.
on.
Like there's never been a successful one.
No, look at Wyoming.
And
Josh Allen.
Yeah, and he's just the guy that improvises way too much. They could have never foreseen how athletic and how crazy these guys have vision-wise on the NFL field. You just have to take that swing. So when the Browns drafted Dylan Gabriel, I was like, okay, I mean, this is a swing because he wasn't ranked high, but Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels even, last year, people didn't really consider him to be a first-round pick until a month leading up to the draft after the combine and stuff. So Dylan Gabriel, I'm like, all right, he's a poised vet. I mean,
he's 24. He's got age on him. I kind of like that. He's a little older. He's mature. He seems like a locker room guy.
Yep.
I'm excited for the pick. I just, I don't. I'm just a little confused. I wonder how it's gonna go.
So yeah, I know.
Because what if we have 2 stars on our hands?
I know
that
we're not, but we won't.
No, not at all. That's wishful thinking.
Yeah,
that's trade material though. Because you got to trade one.
Yeah, but I just think when you take Shedeur, it's the same thing really as taking a shot on a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen or he was a first round grade to some people somehow. I don't know if that's true or what the truth is. We could only wait and see. But there's
a bunch of guys like me and you out there talking about sports that get paid to do it.
Yeah.
All right. They what do they know?
Please pay us. Please, dear God. We are starving, and the tariffs have impacted podcast equipment.
The only thing I can do is podcast. I can't even eat no more. We can drink beer.
We eat, breathe, and sleep podcast and Budweiser. Budweiser, please sponsor us. We're over 25.
Please.
We can drink. We can.
More
advertise.
of a Miller guy, but I become a Budweiser guy if you
cut the damn check.
Yeah.
You can't know. So you have to take the shot. And I know Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski, they thought Gabriel was the shot, and then Pasm came in there and said, "You can't pass up this guy again."
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you, boys.
How else am I gonna get my stadium built?
Yeah. It's like we need a star. All right. We could just keep him on the bench.
keep him on the bench
the whole season. You just have him saying Shedeur Dash, whatever.
Whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah. and you just send it. All right. Or maybe if Dylan Gabriel doesn't work out, you're looking for new jobs. And
if that little Hawaiian boy don't work out.
Yeah. And you guys might as well stay at his house when you're vacation there next season.
Oh, God, dude. I love your Jimmy impression. I don't even know if that's what he sounds like.
No, it's just a southern.
Yeah. No, I love it, though.
Channeling my my gen. Yeah. Channeling my inner heritage. The fact that we took the swing, it just shows me that we actually are serious about doing this, man. I mean, not to say we're not serious, but
Also my favorite part about this draft is we got a first round pick next year off that.
Dude, exactly.
I love
and
that.
if
We got
Travis
two
Hunter
first
turns
round
out
picks.
to be the stud that everyone says he is,
He's not gonna win him. He's not throwing the football.
yeah.
He's not protecting the quarterback.
And it's a great thing. It's a great, yeah. It's a top 10 pick of a guy who doesn't impact.
It's like Josh Gordon on a 2013 Browns.
I'll actually compare it. It's perfect. Actually, that's a great point, man. Because next year, it's like the New York Giants getting Saquon Barkley. I mean, I think they did make the playoffs that first year, but no, actually, because no. It's like Saquon Barkley going to the Giants. He's generational. They're just a bad football team.
They suck.
You put him on the Eagles, he's he's the best player in the NFL.
Dude, he hurdled someone backwards on the Eagles.
Yeah.
He ain't doing that in New York on that shit turf.
Dude, I know. So it's like Malik Neighbors on the Giants this year. Having a receiver cornerback, a guy like that, I mean, if he turns out to be able to play both sides 100 snaps a game, that's insane.
Yeah. I doubt it. That's a lot of work.
But even if he does, they're still going like 5-12, like 6.
Yeah.
Who knows how good this coach is?
It could be a top 10 pick for us.
Yeah, and who knows what our quarterbacks look like next year? I mean, we could suck. Joe Flacco could start 3 games.
We're gonna have 4,000 rushing yards.
Get benched, yeah. And Shadur plays 5 games and Gabriel plays 7, and they both stink. We take ours next year. Like, who knows what's gonna happen? But you have to take the fucking swing, or you're not gonna be able to compete. So Shadur, if you would have told me before this draft started that Shadur Sanders, we were gonna get Mason Graham, a first-round pick, Shadur Sanders, Judkins, Fannin, Sampson, the best-rated blitzing linebacker in the Big Ten.
Love it.
And that's our draft. I don't care what round. You could switch the rounds around. It looks way better.
Yeah.
But that's how we got it. If Shadur was the second-round pick and Schlesinger was 67 and we just kept Judkins.
Wow, dude, we did good.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder what happened to other picks.
Yeah.
And we turned into a first-round, and now we get to decide when we have 2 top 10 picks.
I got a hypothetical for you. Say Shador and Gabriel suck, right? Mm-hmm. We're not gonna roll with them. We got to draft a quarterback next year for sure.
Yeah.
So do you trade? Say we don't get the first pick in the first round. Do you trade both your first round picks and get that first pick to get Arch?
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you.
No, that's.
But
that's literally
I would 100% do that.
That's like asking a kid if he wants like a candy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, yes,
like, James, you want Oreos and milk? And
yeah.
mac and cheese, chicken tenders, cosmic brownies.
Yeah. The answer is yes.
Yes.
10 times over. But that's probably our plan.
I feel like most teams would do, and that's why I think we did that.
That's our plan. Yes, that's absolutely our plan. It's either one of these quarterbacks works out, or we trade, or one of these quarterbacks is good, and we just get a lineman and like an instant contributor receiver, and then in 2 years we're in the playoffs and we're right there with them.
With a Manning boy.
Yeah.
Whew.
No. I'm saying either scenario works where it's like everybody else is good and we just need the quarterback next year. Then it's Arch, right?
Yeah.
Or one of these quarterbacks is good and then we're drafting a receiver and lineman.
Yeah.
Like it's
because
the scenario is just it's just like
what I
it's
love
a ramp.
is because
it's just a ramp.
You know,
we're at the bottom and we're just slowly
Because I feel like we can get that Jeremiah Smith kid.
Yeah.
I would love that. Can you imagine him?
I mean, he's
just him alone.
Oh, actually, we'd have to go back to look at the draft because that was actually my last point about the receivers or skill positions going
Wasn't
first.
really a lot of receivers in this draft.
So
man.
2013 was the last time there wasn't a defensive end or a quarterback taken in the first pick. Then there was an offensive tackle taken, so still the trenches. And then the last non-quarterback or defensive end to be taken first or offensive tackle.
What year? Let me try to guess it.
Yeah, what year?
Well, you tell me what year.
Oh, I'll give you an easy way to get. The year is the year we were born. 1996 was the last time a non trenches or quarterback was taken first overall.
29 years ago.
And think of how different the game was.
Who
even
was
then.
Marshall Faulk?
No, he went to USC.
I can't think of it.
He's on NFL Network.
I'm only thinking of fucking Reggie
He's on
Bush.
NFL Network.
Jeez, who isn't? I don't
Diva.
know.
Diva receiver. Play for the Jets. And the Bucks. The Bucks. You're a Bucks guy.
I know. I can't think of it. Not Cadillac Williams.
No, that's like 10 years later. It's Keyshawn Johnson.
Keyshawn Johnson. Yeah, he is a diva.
Yeah, there's...
I'm thinking fucking the safety.
When you go back
The Bucks.
farther in the league, like you go back to the 70s, and instead of quarterback, it's defensive end running back.
Running back. Yeah,
Wide
because
receiver.
why not draft a running back because they're the fastest,
Yeah. So you
That's
have...
old school football.
Or linebackers, It's a different league, man. But you really have to... You have to hit that quarterback. And I don't know... I mean, we should keep harping back on this. And this whole podcast has just been a draft recap. We haven't really even caught up.
No.
But I think we'll just close with the draft recap being...
I'm happy with our team. Christmas comes twice a month for us. Or twice a year for us. And you know what? I like that draft. I'll give it a B+, because... What I really would have loved to see was a receiver somewhere in there. Mm-hmm. There's also still free agency. We just picked up Deontay Johnson, which diva, fucking crybaby. I hope he can, buckle up and straddle up, man. This is Cleveland. We're a blue-collar town, man.
If Flacco is the quarterback next year, if neither of these quarterbacks look good in camp, there's a guy out there I know who can thrive in an offense with Joe Flacco. Amari Cooper.
I love it.
Did Amari Cooper give up on Watson, or did he give up on the Browns, is the question.
And it had to be Watson.
I think that the answer is going to come...
Amari Cooper was loving football with Joe.
The answer is going to come on June 1st if Watson's gone or not. And if Watson's gone and Amari Cooper has
June 1st?
I think we can.
June 1st?
We throw a trade, like a trade, the post, like.
Man, we no one trading for him.
Are we cut if we save some sort of money with him, or he keeps on injured reserve?
I think we just put him on IR the whole year and say get that $40 million back.
June 1st is a big day for trades and cuts to get for contract situations.
Yeah.
So if Amari Cooper's not on a team by that day, or shortly after, I think they might give him a call and say, "Hey,
yup."
Like, just checking in.
Want to run him back?
Yeah, and Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy back with Joe.
They're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I saw also earlier that the Cowboys might be interested in reuniting with Amari Cooper. But why wouldn't the Raiders? The Raiders, I'm sure, would be too.
Anybody should. I don't understand what happened with him and the Bills. Like, he just never played.
Yeah.
Which is how it's just how the NFL works. Some guys, like, you think it's going to be just such a big...
DeAndre Hopkins on fucking Chiefs. How that worked out.
A lot of times it's those older receivers that go to different teams and they just don't have it, But Amari Cooper was getting open. He just could not catch a ball for some reason.
Do you think this is the end of the Chiefs dynasty? I guess it
kind
of ended. Well, I guess it could still be on.
That's the exciting thing about the draft is, you think.
They got that receiver Royals. I really liked him.
Yeah, you never know.
It sucks.
20% of the guys are going to be good, if that. So 1 in every 5 picks is going to be good.
Yeah.
1 in every 5 picks is going to be average.
I know our safest pick in the draft will be good. Mason Graham. It's going to be, I think, a lifelong Browns player. I really do, because you don't not pay those guys. Mm-mm. Mason Graham will be on the Browns for a generation. However long that is, 50 years.
You think our kids are going to have Mason Graham jerseys?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about Shedeur?
I'm leaning more towards the Arch Manning jerseys.
That's
when, because like when our kids are born, we'll have like 4 or 5 Super Bowls by then. Mason Graham, Myles Garrett, old man, and then old Arch Manning, dude. Archie.
That's right. Asking me.
Archie. Imagine that in the stands, dude, on a Sunday.
And then you just have a section called the Arch. And
Yeah,
it's just like
the Arch. We'll get our own Arch. Fuck St. Louis.
now now the Midwest has 2 arches.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. We've been fucked so long. The football gods are looking down us. Let's give them a Manning.
So just
That's
to,
2 Super Bowls.
just to be clear, you give the Browns a B+ draft for drafting 2 quarterbacks, and you're concluding this podcast with talk of Arch Manning to the Browns. So basically, you're saying that two picks are so bad that we're gonna need to draft another quarterback next year.
I'm a dog with too good of a nose,
But
man. I see a lot of sense, and I'm starting sniffing.
But you gave it a B+.
It is a B+. It's really mainly a fucking B+ because we got the fucking first round pick next year.
Hold on. I gotta look up the draft grade for.
My 3 favorite picks I like. You could go to hell with the rest of the picks. I don't care. The 3 picks: Mason Graham, that linebacker, and Fannin. I wanted that Mason Graham and Fannin the most.
Yeah, you were on those 2 for the very start.
Thank God.
I want to just point back to NFL draft experts giving the Seahawks an F for their 2012 draft day. They drafted Bobby Wagner, Russell Wilson, Bruce Irvin, Marshawn Lynch, or traded for Marshawn Lynch, and Jeremy Lane.
That's a bad draft.
That is quite literally every person besides Richard Sherman that helped them win the Super Bowl.
That sounds like a lot like our draft. Studs.
So Russell Wilson is Dalen Gabriel, is what you're saying?
I would hope. Then we don't have to draft Arch. We can get just fucking weapons.
That's what I've been saying, man.
I know. I like seeing both sides of the fucking river, dude.
Yes.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. You never
I like the shallow side. I like the deep side.
Yeah, you know what they say? You never step into the same river twice.
Damn right, dude. You never jack off the same horse twice. Whatever they say.
Till it comes, or whatever the fuck.
Nick's not here.
Yeah, he would know. But you wanna end this? Want to do another?
Yeah.
Actually catch up instead of just talking about the draft for 50 minutes.
I love doing the draft ones though.
Yeah, I know. It's really easy to talk about football.
It's something you can talk about for a few hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I could keep going, but I don't want to. Yeah,
that's the
We're
beauty.
Talk to each other at this point.
That's the beauty of draft day, though. It is just.
It is. It's like Christmas.
Yeah, you can.
I get giddy.
You
dude.
can see it from so many angles. It's
used
just
to
where
not-
all the narratives can spring. Like it's just like it's the multiverse, really.
Mm-hmm.
You just like look. You're basically like Doctor Strange in Infinity War, and you're looking at all the possibilities. You're like Schlesinger's a bust, Mason Graham is a Pro
yeah.
Bowler.
But
Mason Graham is a bust, but Judkins and Sampson are
The
really
draft
good.
used to not be like
You're
this.
seeing this.
It
The
used to not
draft.
be
The
that
draft
way.
is so popular that we were trading. We were every commercial break. We were snapping back to the draft of the Cavs game. Playoff games are happening.
Yeah.
And I'm at a bar.
NBA
NFL
finals.
playoff games are happening.
NFL.
The
or
draft.
NBA finals got 12 million on their finals last year viewing.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL draft round 1, 13.2.
Disgusting.
It's king. NFL is king.
It's crazy.
It's king.
That's at a bar. Every single TV in the entire place has changed to the draft when the Browns are picking high.
Yeah, of course. This is like our it's almost like our Super Bowl. Who we got, man? Who's coming to Cleveland?
Yeah.
Now we got a lot of eyes on us.
I don't know if we got a lot of eyes on us.
Well, with the Shador thing, for sure.
Yeah. But if Shador's just third string, I think that'll die down pretty quickly. But
Yeah.
all right, this has been
a good one.
This has been our draft recap, and once again, props to Sean for picking Mason Graham before anybody did. He knew he can read the tea leaves sometimes in the NFL. He feels himself with a crystal ball.
Yeah,
and
it's once in a blue moon, but
you predicted.
I think I got this is my second best call I've ever called. The first one was that
Justin Fields, his
fucking-
career record on the
like crazy.
You're like, yeah, he's gonna go.
I don't even remember.
You said 5. You said 5-19 would be his career like wins losses on the Bears.
Yeah.
And I was like, that means he would only play like 11 games next season. You're like, yeah. And he only played 11 games and went 5-19. Yeah, in his career as a Bears quarterback, and then got traded. So his career record is now 5-19. You could just live that forever.
And I love that one. But this one is for home.
Yeah. So actually, we can push 5 minutes. I just want to go through now with the draft over. Pick every starting quarterback on every team in the NFL this year. Browns starting quarterback week 1.
Right? Oh, like out of our 5?
Yeah.
Week 1? Probably probably Flacco.
Flacco. Yeah, I'm about to actually make that bet.
Because I think Kenny Pickett won't be on the team by then.
But what? Can you believe this shit? No, he's gonna be gone.
Yeah. I definitely and it's gonna be fucking fun watching Flacco get back out there.
Okay, so Bengals and Ravens, obviously Burrow and Jackson.
Yeah.
Steelers, week 1.
Maybe Rodgers.
He's not even on the team yet.
I know.
You're just making the acclamation.
I think Rodgers will be week 1 starter, and your dad will probably tell you to give me props on that too, because that's probably what's going to happen in the next few weeks.
I think he's going to be miffed that they took Will Howard.
Oh fuck!
I think Will Howard's going to start.
Will Howard might be the starter. Yeah,
I think Will Howard's going to start. I think the Steelers are going to do what they did.
If Aaron Rodgers gets on that team, he's starting.
Yeah. But I think Aaron Rodgers was leaning towards retirement, and them taking a quarterback makes him. He doesn't want to do the same.
Will Howard has weapons.
He does.
But can he use them?
Yeah. Is he Josh Allen or no? And are they going to be patient enough to let him turn into Josh Allen? Is the question.
Hope it doesn't turn into a Big Ben thing.
It's not. But are they going to wait around? Tomlin's. Well, the thing about Josh Allen is McDermott was young too, so they let them develop together.
Let me get a beer.
Mike Tomlin, has been there since 2006 or 2008.
Yeah.
They're not going to let him sit around for 2 years waiting for Will Howard to develop. If he's bad this year, if he has a bad season, he's effectively on the hot seat, I'd say. Pittsburgh is starting to hate Mike Tomlin.
Dude, they are. They're putting up billboards. I like Mike Tomlin. He's a player's coach for sure.
Sometimes you need a culture change, but when you have a rookie quarterback, he should probably pick up Rodgers. Rodgers obviously flames out, and then he says, I need another year for Will Howard, and that's how he keeps his job. But if Will Howard starts from week 1 and he looks like garbage, and halfway through season 2 and Will Howard is not looking good, might be gone. So Mike Tomlin's probably really pushing for Rodgers. But all right, so let's move on to the West is obviously Mahomes, Herbert, Knicks.
Yep.
Who's that? Raiders.
Gino.
Yeah.
Gino's gonna start.
Yeah,
he's gonna run it back with Pete Carroll. Because they did have something going.
I'm rooting for Gino, but I don't see him keeping the starting job.
I don't think he's going to keep it.
I think it's going to be.
Well, they got that.
He's going to look bad.
They got
Raiders.
O'Connell still.
He doesn't have DK. He doesn't have.
Where'd our boy go? Where'd Minshew go? He went to the Bills, or did he go to the Chiefs?
Yeah, Chiefs, I think.
Or the Eagles? No,
he was on the Eagles.
Yeah.
Is he going to be starter?
Maybe.
Mahomes loses a starting job before in the training camp.
Minshew.
Yeah.
All right. AFC South. You got Stroud, Trevor. How about your boys in Indy? You got Richardson starting, or who's the other dude?
Richardson is going to start, but he's going to have. I forget.
I can't think.
It's nobody. Mariota.
Mariota, yeah. And,
it's not gonna. He's gonna have the shortest leash. It's gonna be a Bryce Young situation where they're going to take him out, and if Marcus Mariota doesn't get hurt, he's gonna keep his job. But Marcus Mariota always gets hurt.
Cam Ward starting.
Cam Ward has to start from day one.
Will Levis is over. Will Levis gonna beat him out?
Will Levis is going to get to one team. He's gonna be a third stringer. He's going to bounce around practice squads for another 2 years, and he will never play another snap in the NFL.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
I don't know, dude. It's like a brand of
All
weed.
good. I hope you majored in something else in college, or at least minor. But
Yeah, it's Brandon Weeden. It
Just-
really is. Just,
yeah,
I mean, he's second round pick. He didn't make too
he can
much.
get an office job easily.
But here's the kicker in the AFC East, the Jets.
Fields. They're 2 years, 40 million. They're
They're
playing
paying.
Fields.
Yeah, I mean that's all. You're
It's
right.
20 million a year.
Yeah,
They're
that's-
playing that motherfucker.
That is a good point.
They're taking a shot on him though, for sure. So I mean,
Take the swing, I guess.
take
maybe.
it, and because
It's the Darnold.
he didn't really get a good. He looked good with the Steelers.
Looked okay.
He looked okay.
They masked a lot of his.
He had some fucking shining moments with the Bears. He was one of my favorite players in my Madden Ultimate team. I had like a 97 Justin Fields card. Amazing. I loved him. So I hope he doesn't like go off with the Jets. Fuck the Jets. Fuck them. But it's going to be Fields. Buffalo, you got Allen. Dolphins. Quinn Ewers will be the starter by midseason.
He has Zach Wilson in front of him too.
Yeah, like I said, midseason.
Zach Wilson wearing number 0, and I've said this like 2 months ago, but I still believe in Zach Wilson.
I don't either. Fuck Zach
No,
Wilson.
I do. I believe
Oh, you do?
I believe in Zach Wilson.
Oh.
Jets quarterbacks are all good. Sam Darnold, Geno Smith,
Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez he started on our team.
Went to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, he was never good to be
Better than Zach Wilson.
So Zach Wilson, who knows, man?
Look at him on the
he
Broncos.
He had to learn on Well, he didn't get. He played. Bo Nix played. He got to be in the smartest offense in the NFL. Now he's on like a candy. He's in another offense like that. He has to learn hefty playbooks. A lot of formations. He's gonna have, if Tua goes down, Zach Wilson's gonna get the job, and I don't think he's gonna give it back up.
Drake May, Patriots, starter.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson's done.
NFC East is probably the hardest to predict. But you have Dak, you have Jaden Daniels, you have
Jalen
Hurts. Shout out Jalen.
And who's that other team? Giants.
That's the hardest team to pick. You have Jameis, Russ Wilson, and Jackson Dart.
Yeah. Who starts that?
That's-
Not Jameis.
Yeah, Jameis,
So
unfortunately. is probably
obviously
third.
Russell Wilson.
It could be a situation where it's like Russell Wilson in 2012, where he just gets his
Dabble
shine
and
right
that
away.
GM are buying themselves another year. So that's why they're doing that Rodgers shit. They're doing that Mike Tomlin plan.
That's actually probably the smartest thing
If he can
we've
do
said
it,
this whole
we
pod.
can do it up here.
Yeah, he's gonna start Flacco. That's why.
Yeah, right.
Like, I didn't get enough time with him. He's definitely doing that, actually.
NFC South. Panthers. Bryce Young.
Yeah, you got
Getting
it.
them weapons.
Yeah, he's got
They're
him.
committed.
Yeah, he was okay at the end of the year.
Saints is a hard one because Derek
Yeah.
Carr ain't starting. He's hurt.
Yeah, he's done. It's gonna be Tyler Shaw.
Shuck.
Tyler Shaw.
I hate that. Like the way they spell it.
Shaw.
They're gonna be like, "Oh shuck." Some signs
Oh
and shit.
shucks. Oh shucks. You throw another one. You
Oh,
threw another
shuck.
pick.
God shuck it.
Get that motherfucker out of here,
Oh shuck.
mother. You know what I'm saying we gotta get that. We gotta get that Drew Brees back in the Cripple Shanger. Give him some rub him up real nice. Get him back out there.
Ooh, I got one for you. The Falcons.
Well, it's gonna be Penix. He looked great. Penix looked fantastic.
Yeah, but Kirk Cousins is due $27 million. You're paying $27 million for a backup.
You might as well be doing if you're gonna pay.
No one's trading for that because
But
they're
you're
asking for them to pay half the
But
shit.
and you have the quarterback on. You have a quarterback on a rookie contract, so it's like you're just pay. It's just like the same
Yeah.
thing. It's a flip.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're paying. If Kirk Cousins was the backup, he'd be making $7 million. If Michael Penix was getting paid what he's worth, he'd be making 27. You know, I mean, every quarterback worth his salt is making 40 mil.
Yeah.
That's a good contract. I mean, Brock Purdy's making.
Do you think
like
Penix is going to be good?
Penix was good last year when he played?
Yeah.
Like Penix is already, he's accurate as hell, lefty. And
We got a small sample. A full season.
I mean, he was average. He was tossed almost 300 yards a game, like in his rookie
yeah,
year.
he's going to be good.
He's great. He's just such a good timing
just-
base. He's so accurate.
I just want I like the Bucks, but now my boys down in Tampa talk so much shit. I hate the Bucks.
The Bucks.
I hope they fail.
Yeah, me too. I want them to go under 500.
I don't want Baker Mayfield to succeed.
Yeah.
That guy sucked here. And you're like, oh, you guys didn't use him right. No, dude. Like I said, you're gonna get to the fucking second round and lose.
Yep.
That's your peak.
Yeah, that's it.
That's as far as you're getting.
That's it. That's literally like, and until he proves otherwise,
He had a good season last year. I'll give him that.
He had a great season. He was very solid.
Where'd that get you?
Yeah.
Right here on the couch.
And that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
And I got a better draft pick.
Yeah. That's the whole point, man. Is we had Baker. We knew that was where we could get, and we took the swing on the guy that might have done it. It was a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
It was like embarrassing swing.
That's a fucking like you're swinging and the pitch is already past you, and you're just fuck,
Yeah.
and you're putting all your power into it.
Yeah.
And it's just you break an arm.
Yeah.
And
That's exactly
you never
it.
play baseball again. But that's all right. We're digging ourselves out.
We are.
We're climbing up, dude.
Dude,
After falling a few times, we're climbing
we
up.
got it. What about the we have the NFC West, Stafford,
Yeah.
Seahawks. Is it Darnold or Milrow?
Milrow, no way.
Sexy
It's definitely
pick.
going to be Darnold because they're paying him 3 years, 110 million.
The last time.
110 million.
The last time a third round pick.
$32 million a year.
Last time a
James.
rookie third round pick whilst in Seattle.
Ah.
He was the quarterback for
Who'd
12 years.
Who'd he take over for?
Matt Flynn. Another guy that just like was bouncing. No, I guess Matt Flynn was on the Packers. Matt Flynn had like one good game.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers was calling the plays. Literally got the guy paid like I remember it was like 3 years, 27 mil. And it was just like
Aaron Rodgers called the plays.
yeah, it was like a meaningless game. And he was just like, Hail Mary, Hail Mary.
Yeah. Letting it fly.
Yeah.
Got him paid though.
Yeah. And then Russell Wilson took the starting job like immediately. No, it's gonna be Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
And,
for sure, Sam Darnold.
You know, Kyler Murray. It's all
Yeah.
shake down. NFC North is the easy.
Wait, hold on. Rams, Seahawks, 49ers.
Brock Purdy.
Are they going to pay him?
They have to
$55
pay him.
million a year?
Not that much, but they're gonna pay him.
That's what they were talking
They're gonna
about.
pay him over Baker money.
Yeah, I guess they got to see what he does this year. I guess they got to pay him here soon.
They got paid after this year, but the NFC North is pretty straightforward.
Caleb, Goff,
McCarthy.
McCarthy, yeah.
So if
McCarthy said he's ready to start too, so.
I'm gonna end on this. If you buy into Jason McCarthy when he's really bad as a Vikings fan, if you just keep buying into him like a couple of years down the road, he's terrible. Is it McCarthyism? This has been an episode of the Morning Piss podcast. We'll see you next time.
Later.